Work never completed and money never returned. It's the several homeowners tell News 4's Call for Action team they feel duped, and it happened to them after they paid Josh Murray to complete work in and around their homes. For many, this has been going on for more than a year. Call for Action problem solver Carice Jackman has been investigating this story for several months and has more.
6 months after March's deadly tornadoes, Josh Murphy was out and about, helping rebuild North Nashville. That's where our News 4 crew first interviewed him.
There's a lot of progress, but there's still a lot to be done. A lot of roofs that need to be replaced still. People are still, out of their homes because of that.
But as Murphy worked on these homes, homeowners from around Williamson County tell News 4 their calls to Murphy went unanswered.
I would text them, hey, are you guys going to be out this week? And it was always one excuse after the other.
One of those unhappy customers, Demetrius Sanders, who needed work on his patio and fireplace.
So the next steps were that, we would pay a 50% deposit down. So the total quote came to $20,700.
Then the tornado hit. Sanders understood work had to be put on hold, but months went by with more excuses and delays.
As at this point, I've got a fence that's torn down in my backyard. I do have a full-grown boxer. My neighbors have very, very small children.
In Franklin, James Brashear says he was going through the same thing, paying Murphy over $1,200 to install a fence.
And then the excuses came, whether it was him traveling out of town. Then I heard it was COVID-related material shortages, and then it was scheduling, and kind of just one thing after another.
Then News 4 obtained this customer's complaint through an open records request with the State Department of Commerce and Insurance. The Brentwood homeowner writes that during the course of December 2019 through January 2020, Joshua Murphy and 615 Holdings were contracted to work on a remodel of 3 bedrooms, closet, and laundry room. Documents show the homeowner paid in full. The homeowner goes on to say portions of the job were promised to be completed in time for their family to enjoy Christmas together. That did not happen.
To hear that many other people were going through the same thing, it kind of, makes you question his character.
According to the Tennessee Secretary of State's website, 615 Holdings LLC is now inactive. News 4 contacted Murphy multiple times, asking him repeatedly to tell his side of the story. But each time he refused to comment.
Now, again, we did reach out to Murphy again today. He did not respond, but earlier he did tell us that he was in the process of getting an attorney. So we reached out to that attorney to see if he could speak on behalf of Murphy. Well, the attorney told us that he did not pay his retainer fees, so we went back to Murphy again, and he refused to comment. Marius?
So, Carice, those consumers look like they are fed up with all the excuses. We hear about issues like this happening. What advice can you give to people so they're not stuck in a situation like this?
Yeah, sadly, a lot of people fall into this situation. So number one, do your homework before you sign anything on the dotted line. Also, make sure that you get a receipt if you do any kind of business with a contractor. And also make sure that you document everything. Make sure you sign a contract, have everything on a dotted line, and keep tabs of the conversations that you've had with contractors so that you're not stuck in a hole. Marius?